Welcome back, GlamFam. It's your girl, Angela Denise, and I am here with you today with a whole lot of goodness. We've got the new Tom Ford. We've got some Dior cushion powder. We've got some new HUDA Beauty. We have a couple of things here that are new on the market or either new to me that I want to come and share my thoughts on. I did have a little bit of a sound issue in this video, so I'm going to be doing a side-by-side for this one. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my OG subscribers, Miss Sunsaray, aka Enamored Beauty. Thank you, girl, for rocking with me. For my makeup today, I did go ahead and do my foundation off camera. I am using the Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation, shade 9.5. All of the information will be down in the description bar along with timestamps. So check the timestamps if you are interested in a particular product. So let's talk about Mr. Tom Ford and his $90 concealer. So we have this concealer in two shades, 5W0 and 6W0, 0.18 ounces of product for $90. You are getting how many shades here? You're getting 20 shades. You're getting 3 neutrals, 12 warms, 5 cools, medium to buildable coverage, formulated with hyaluronic acid, made in Italy, crease proof. I don't think anything is crease proof. If you have creases under your eyes, it could very well crease. So my thoughts about this concealer is I like the concealer. I'm not madly in love with the concealer because recently I have tried out a couple of concealers on the channel and this doesn't necessarily make my under eyes look better. So I can't necessarily warrant the price tag for this. Okay, so we have 2 shades of this concealer. I have the shades 5W0 Tan and 6W0 Terra. So let's go ahead and do 5W0 Tan. (6W0 Terra). It's beautiful. The packaging is stunning. This is a jaw dropper, eye catcher. I mean, everything about it is beautiful. It kind of smells like the, what is that? The Tatcha, the silk canvas, but also like the Tom Ford foundation, the soft matte foundation that I have. I think this is a pretty concealer. I would say this is kind of leaning, for me, in my taste, somebody with mature under eyes or very dry under eyes, because when I swatch this concealer has reflect in it. I do think that I did a good job with the concealer in my application. I think that a better powder than my one size blurring powder that I set it with might be better, but this is kind of like my first impression. I haven't had a chance to just sit and play with the concealer. This is my first application. Like it, don't love it. Gonna be honest with you. Okay, this is the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. This contour is $26. You get, I think, 9 shades. You get 3 light, 3 medium, and 3 dark. The price point is great. The texture and consistency of this bronzer is also, contour is also great. This is the shade Deep 1. I heard that medium 3 and deep 1 are very similar. I bought this because I was looking for a replacement for my Charlotte Tilbury contour one, because I thought that maybe she was doing away with it because it was out of stock for a while. It's back in stock now, but I'm glad that I went ahead and tried this out because it is absolutely beautiful. I love this. This is the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm, shade Deep 1. It's definitely that balm texture. I'm instantly obsessed with this. The texture is gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. It doesn't have a smell. You get 0.35 ounces of product, $26. I mean, who goes through contour products? I've gone through the contour wand almost twice now in 3 years, 2 or 3 years since I've been wearing it. So I like the price point. I love the product. I love the shade range. And this is like the second Danessa Myricks product that I've tried out. So I'm impressed for sure. Next, let's talk about this HUDA Beauty Chameleon palette. For $26, these are limited edition. This is one of 3 palettes released on the Sephora website. I do believe she has a 4th palette that's exclusive to her website. I was drawn to this color story. I really want to get that pop of color, just squeezing the last ounces of summer out. I was drawn to this purple. I actually really like this color story a lot. However, these are not Natasha Denona. These are not Pat McGrath. The dark plum color that I applied on the outer corner, this color, well, first of all, this color was very pigmented. It was very powdery, but still blended well. This plum color was very flaky and it didn't blend as well as this one. This metallic shade was smooth, butter-like smooth, but it was kind of hard to blend. This one was I had no issues with this one. But so again, this is not like a Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona quality. This is my first time experiencing her mini palettes like this. I think this is great for travel at $29 if you want to experience the palette, and if you want to, if you like the color story, I do recommend it. It's good, not great. So that's that on that. The Dior Cushion Powder. So you guys know I love powder, right? And this is the shade Deep. I absolutely love the packaging on this. I think it's absolutely stunning and it's just everything. The mirror is great. The packaging is great. And so what I'm thinking about the way this is packaged and set up is that there's going to be refills available at some point. This is Deep. The way that this is packaged, I don't think that I would go back and get the medium shade for like doing my under eye. You do have to press down. You do have to press down in the packet in order to get the powder, because it's like, it's not solid, but it's not loose. It's very interesting. But yeah, I really, I cannot emphasize enough how much I like this powder. You do not get much. You get 0.35 ounces of product for $58. You are definitely paying for packaging and just the sheer luxuriousness of it all. And I personally don't have an issue with it. I love it. The powder, the actual product was great. And it smells exactly like the Dior Backstage foundation. Because when I opened it, I smelled it and it smelled very familiar, and I had to it took me a minute to place it, but it's definitely the Backstage foundation, the way it smells, and I love it. I mean, this is just one of the absolutely prettiest products I have. I love it. It gives the prettiest veil to the face. It's matte, but a soft matte. It's not tight. It's not drying. It is definitely a good one. And if you've been thinking about it, it is A1 Angela approved for sure. This is available at Nordstrom in 3 different shades: light, medium, and deep. Deep is the one that I have. It's a long-wearing, translucent, ultra-fine, and it's definitely ultra-fine powder formulated with pansy extract. And the pansy extract is said to control oil. Hands down, you guys, get that powder. Now, I will say that on the Dior website, there's more than 3 shades available. I know there's like one in lavender, which is like color correcting for very, very fair skins. And I can't remember what other shade, but I love it. This powder is good. And this is something that I would definitely, hands down, repurchase right along with that Danessa Myricks Contour Balm so far out of everything that I've shown you here. Next up, we have Mr. Tom Ford's blush. So Mr. Tom Ford said that we were going to pay $90 for his blush duos. Now, remind you that I do own 2 of the Tom Ford powder blushes from the old collection, which was like $60, $62. You are getting 0.22 ounces of product in this blush. This is the shade Peach Poison. I just want to kind of show you guys real quickly. It's the exact same type of packaging as the old one at $62. I mean, the exact same. Now, the old packaging, the old formula had more product for less cost. This was 0.28. This is 0.22, $90, 0.28, $60. So it does also come with the little sleeve and everything. Everything about Tom Ford's makeup is an experience. And that's one of the things that I love. Plus, the makeup is very good. The Tom Ford Soft Matte Foundation, let me show you, is hands down one of my favorite Holy Grail foundations on the face right now, by the way. Honestly, I could justify spending the $88 over $90 for a concealer or a blush. The $88 for a whole foundation is a little bit more digestible for me personally. Okay. This is the new Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate blush in Peach Poison. This is the matte side, the light side, the dark side is the radiant side. I'm swatching this on top of a base to try to get the truest color. And that is what I got. But the color, I don't know how the color is picking up on camera. This is the shade Peach Poison. It's really not doing it enough for me, and I'm actually kind of disappointed because I'm not the deepest for women of color, and this is just how it's showing up on me. It was definitely surprising at how powdery it was. I picked up a lot more product, and still with that, it did not give me like over pigmentation on my cheeks with my skin tones. So is it a pretty product? Absolutely. The foundation, I'm sorry, the concealer and the blushes are pretty. I don't know if I would say that it's worth the price tag of $90 at this point. For sure, the blushes are not, in my opinion. I'm actually kind of let down about the blushes. The concealers, I actually want to play around with them a little bit more so I can kind of, get a little bit more experience with them to try to see what powders are going to work. But the blushes, I'm already over it. Pat McGrath blushes and a few other blushes and his old blushes. Let me show you Gratuitous. This is Gratuitous. It's beautiful. Beautiful. A beautiful powder blush in my collection. So that's all I have to say about Tom Ford. It's not a fail. It's just not something that I could recommend you go out and buy because I'm not blown away about the formulation. So yeah. On the blushes, you get a sheer to medium buildable coverage. You get a frost on one side, a matte on the other. It's the light reflecting, glow enhancing. One thing I can say is that it did give me a smoothing effect on the skin. That is pretty much the best thing that I could say about those blushes. So lastly, we have a new lipstick. I am no stranger to the Too Faced Matte Melted lipstick. These are the other shades that I have here in my collection. This shade is one of my Holy Grail fall colors, but I really like the Too Faced Melted Mattes. I'm actually a fan of liquid lipsticks personally. And this one I was excited about because it was like a nude, a perfect neutral nude for women of my skin tone. So I was like, let me go ahead and try it out. So yeah, this does not smell like all the way cinnamon rolls. I don't really get the bakery element from it, but it does smell like cinnamon. The smell does dissipate after about 5 minutes on the lip, so I want to put that out there. I did pair this with a lip pencil. This is actually my second one of this lip pencil. I went ahead and picked up a backup because every time I love something that's affordable, I'm gonna say every time. Sometimes when I love something, it just disappears on me. And I think that I found one of the best, especially at this price point, lip liners for my skin tone that's kind of a neutral type of brown, not too red, not cool or anything. I paired it with the BFF3 lip pencil by ColourPop, and I have been obsessed with this lip liner. So I've been using it for about a week or so now, but I went ahead and picked up another one, and I'll probably pick up another one after this, because I think it's only like $6 or so. So you really can't beat that. My lips do not feel dry. That's one of the things that I love about the Melted Matte. If your lips do have a tendency to be dry, this is what I recommend. Also by Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX Pillow Balm Lip Treatment. I did prep my lips earlier today with this. I don't always do that, but most of the time I do. That or the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer. That one has an element of hydration, but it also preps the skin for lipstick, especially drying formulations. So those are things that you can do to prevent dryness. But my lips do not feel dry whatsoever. So yeah, so many good things in today's video. Absolute yes ma'am takeaways. At the very, very tippity top is this Dior powder. Next would definitely have to be this Contour Balm by Danessa Myricks for sure. It's a tie between the lip products because I do love a good lip. And then this Chameleon. It's a very pretty color story, and I just couldn't pass it up, especially since it's limited edition. So I love the purple. I'm going to keep this, and I love the packaging too. So I'm going to keep this in my collection. I'm going to have to keep on playing with this, and I will keep you guys updated. The blushes are a no ma'am for me because I feel like it's not an inclusive range for women deeper than me, and I can't justify a $90 price tag on a blush. I actually can, more so than a concealer, because a blush, you can use it for a lot longer than a concealer. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too long. I want you guys to weigh in on how you think the face turned out today. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you want to see me try out next, and I will see you all in the next video.